Hi everyone, it is the wee hours of the morning and I finally got quite a bit of my my room organized, my stuff. I finally have a clear table where I can actually see things and, you know, get things done. So right now in my binder, I am making a list of things that I want to do videos on, and I know I'm gonna start yawning. Because I'm tired. It's been an emotional week and a weekend. I was looking on YouTube. I was looking at some videos, and there's a lot of people doing these fall bucket lists, or Christmas bucket lists, or holiday bucket lists, or winter bucket lists. And at first I got a great idea. I thought, oh, you know, I could do something with my grandkids, making a bucket list, trying to come up with fun things that we could do. I was also doing some research on games like What's in the Box to play with my older grandson, because he now needs to be challenged more. Baby gifts are a little bit baby gifts. Oh. Baby games. So we've got the baby that's 3. I call him the baby. Then I've got my middle grandson is 8 and my older grandson is 10. So he's been interested lately in parkour. And if you don't know what that is, Google it, check it out. It's these guys that climb and jump over things, and some of them, it's very dangerous. Well, they have a course here in our city for young people, I guess for all, who would like to learn some techniques, I think safety techniques as well, when they're doing parkour. And I guess it's things like how to fall properly, how to land without damaging your hips or your knees or your ankles and stuff like that. I'm guessing, I'm hoping that it's similar to that type of thing. So my 2 oldest grandsons are into that right now. So I'm always trying to think of things for us to do together every week, something that would keep them interested. And I know one thing all of them love to do, even the baby, is when I create obstacle courses. Now, most of the time, those obstacle courses are in their basement. You know, kind of put things together, and we'll take turns on creating a course. And my grandson loves to sort of tell a story about it, or he likes to give you instructions on how to perform the obstacle course and what happens at the end, you know, what kind of prize and blah, blah, blah. So I was thinking that is still a great idea, but I'd like to be able to create something on outside without having to bring a lot of things with me wherever I go. So of course I'm now challenging myself to find ways of creating an obstacle course so that and I want to have sort of like a sheet of paper, because I'm hoping this will also help not only their imagination but their writing skills. I think my middle grandson would like to be a writer. At least I know he likes to create books, and he likes to create cartoon stories. I know he likes to create, He loves, both of them, they read, both the older boys. They love Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And I think that's a wonderful stepping stone for them. So I thought, well, if I'm going to create an obstacle course, perhaps I can pre-print or create some sheets of paper where we're going to use sort of storylines, so that instead of just off the top of their head on how they want to do something or create something within their obstacle course or within their challenge, whatever it happens to be, outdoor challenge, that they could write it down and do a plan. I'm hoping to teach them to sort of think ahead. In other words, because I want it to be fun, but I don't want it to be exhausting, because the baby also wants to partake, and usually we make it an easier course for him. He doesn't have to, bolt over these things, but we create kind of a baby one where he can participate, and the older boys do, bigger things that he can't do. You'd be surprised, though, how much he can do. But I would like them to write it down rather than coming out of their imagination at the top of their head and start telling. I sort of want them to, okay, if we're going to do an obstacle course and you want to do a storyline on it, like my grandson loves to do, then we're going to do, sort of have a little paper planner. So he has to sort of write it down. And we do that sometimes at home when we're playing a game where we have an object, say a stuffy, I don't know, a Mario or a Luigi, and we'll hide it in different parts of the house. We sort of hide our eyes. It's kind of like playing hide and seek, only it's find Luigi or find Mario. And my older grandson came up with a storyline so that the finding now was you find the object. Okay, so let's use Mario as an example. So before you can find Mario, you have to find 3 of the evil guys or the bad guys. And once you find those 3 bad guys, then you have to do something else in order to save Mario. And my grandson, without writing it down, it comes off the top of his head. He's got a great imagination. I want to kind of teach him, and it makes it easier for the rest of us too, because his explanations can be awfully long. If he has it on a sheet of paper and plans it, then as he's explaining it, it's written down and he can sort of follow those steps. So those are the kind of things that I try and think of, more challenging things for my older grandson. He still loves, hide and seek. We still play hide and seek. Hide the object was a great, fun game. Another time when I was babysitting at their house, I brought some masking tape and some balls. I think I videotaped that, but I'm not sure if I put it on or not. I can't remember last year. And they had a barrier, so they had a starting point. And it was to see how many balls would stick to the masking tape. It was great. And of course I think it was last Halloween, and I kind of did it in a spider web. I mean, even though it was paper, but it was just across the stairwell, going up the stairs between the railing and the wall, and we kind of did a crisscross of all the masking tape, having the sticky side on this side, so that when you threw they were really light balls, when you threw them to see which ones would stick. It was a lot of fun. And I think they each had their own colors, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But then the littlest one, of course, kept just throwing them and then just walking over and tacking it on, and it was a lot of fun. And then it was fun destroying it after, like just jumping right into the web. And So those are the kind of games that I try and get all three boys to do. So tonight I'm sitting down at my desk and I'm going through lists. I'm going through things. And I was looking at a video about bucket lists and how kids can create their own bucket lists. And this is things that they actually want to accomplish within, the fall period, the winter period, the holiday period. And I thought that is a great way to sort of get them to start small and then work their way larger. So I really liked some of the ideas that they had. And it's great fun for me to help them create it so that come a day when mom's thinking of what could we do today, grab it from one of their bucket lists and they can go out and do that kind of thing. So that is what I'm formulating. I'm creating a list here of things for us to do. And that is about it for me for tonight. I'm getting a little sleepy. Tomorrow I gotta... we were supposed to clean... Oh my goodness. Shh, 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 shh. What? My cat. Yes, you need your nails cut. I know. That's the next thing I have to do when I get off of here. So that's what I'm up to tonight. This is not part of a vlog. I just thought it would be fun to have a chit chat tonight, let you know what I'm up to and what I've been thinking about. And I want to say thanks to everybody for all your comments about the What's in the Box game that I play with my grandsons. I only showed you a few videos, but we had some fun objects. And I just looked around for different textures, different things. My oldest grandson wanted to be really challenged. The middle grandson didn't want it to be too hard, Nanny, because he doesn't want to fail. And I said, well, you know what? We'll just have fun and see what happens. And of course, the baby, we just want him to participate regardless of whether he plays it properly. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that he is with his big brothers and he's doing what they're doing, and he just loved it. So we had a really, really great time doing that. And that's why I wanted to sit down and think of more things that, I like to challenge my older grandson. I don't want him to be left out if we're playing baby games with the littlest ones or with the other two. I always like to play games that is inclusive, and I always like to find things for them to do. Now with the bucket list, if we were going to make a list or make, like one of the videos was showing her grandson's painting these wide craft sticks and then writing on it painting it their favorite color and writing on what they want. Well, the older kids could do that. The little one could stick on stickers or pom-poms or whatever, you know what I mean? So I would always include him somehow in those kind of activities if I was to do that type of thing. But that was just an example. So I always like to, or let him paint. That would be another fun thing for him to do if we were going to paint a poster, if I was going to make a poster. I did like the idea of painting these sticks, the color, their favorite colors, writing on what they wanted, and then, putting something like a pom-pom or a sticker on it. And then putting it in a cup or a jar or something so that when they want to do something, they can pull from the bucket list and say, okay, let's do this one today. So the littlest one can also, messy paint won't matter. It won't matter. If I was to do that kind of thing. Or, I haven't come up with anything yet, but that's kind of So that's what my thoughts patterns are tonight on this Sunday night, I haven't done bedtime chats in a long time. This isn't really bedtime. I'm sitting at the desk here. But getting back to the thank yous, my gosh, you guys, thank you so much for your support. I'm sorry I haven't answered any of the comments. I kind of had a really, busy couple of days with Mom's birthday and the funeral and then the babysitting. I really haven't had a chance to get on and really thank you so much for lovely birthday messages from Mom, the sweet prayers and kind words about the memorial service that we had for David. It was beautiful. It was really and truly a beautiful ceremony. It was really, really hard on Mom, but I have to say that David's children, they're my age, looked after Mom and helped her and held her and hugged her and made her feel like she was part of the whole process, even though she really didn't have much to do in the preparations. But thank you so much, and I've passed on the messages to Mom, and she really, really appreciates it. And I just wanted to say thank you so much, and I will try and answer a few, but this has just been a couple of busy days, so let's hope this week is quieter. Normally tomorrow I would be cleaning the house, but my girlfriend has an appointment tomorrow, so instead of doing the house tomorrow, we're going to do it on Tuesday. So tomorrow I have a few things I need to do, and then I'm going to have a quiet day. I hope to maybe throw in a couple of loads of laundry. I got towels and sheets to do, and have a shower and wash my poor hair. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.